I don't know when that started. Uh, Lasagna pointed it out on Saturday. Anyway, so what I was saying was during pre-show, I should work on like I could find something to work on, like updating my calendar that my mom told me that I should do, and I don't. But if I have 20 minutes a week, like right now, like while I'm hanging out, like just like nothing happens. This is just pre-show. This is for everybody to kind of get logged in and sat down and grab their fucking water and do your thing. It's like your prep work. Like I could totally be doing prep work right now. Um, so that's not it. That's not what I want. Um, I am not good at keeping track of things like the tedious stuff. Oh my god, I haven't updated the calendar in almost a month. Nope, I lied. No, it was only a week. Um, so when did I release? Okay, Brooks episode was the last thing I updated. So what has happened since the 26th? We have the 27th Mind Pockets. Like I really wanted to do this calendar idea too. Release Mind Pockets. It's just so like I'm just not good at it. Where was that? 84. Like I don't even have the Mind Pockets. Did I skip them on Saturday? What was Saturday the 20th? Nope. I have no idea, dude. I'm missing all kinds of stuff on this thing now. How lame is that? All right, we got Mind Pockets on the 27th. Um, was Lame Hair the 28th? No, that was the one that we pre-recorded. Oh my god, hold on. I'm on the wrong calendar. I'm not supposed to be November. October, November 26th was a Wednesday. Mind Pockets was the 29th. Oh, see, they keep saying I get a message from Hook with Love, but I never see it. Um, which is weird. Anyway, I don't like it. Man, like there has to be a better way for me to track my calendar. Oh, holy shit! All right, hold on. That's okay. That's a mind pocket. Let's mind pocket that thing. Let's see if I can actually do it. Um, Mom made mind pockets, but for a good reason. Um, I guess that's not the worst, like the worst thing I've ever done. Because I'm always looking for, like oddly enough, like the Monday, like I mentioned a while ago, was for like to hold me accountable for shit, to make sure like I'm doing stuff. So why don't I just put the calendar on the first slide, and then that way you guys know that I updated it. Um, I could do that, and then there's like secret stuff that I'm working on that I just won't talk about. But if you read it and pay attention to the calendar, like you can see some hidden stuff. Like that's why I can like hide some. I can hide some stuff in there. That's not a horrible idea. All right. Well, it made mine pockets regardless. Um, nope, 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 nope. Oh, entry fool. Why are you deleting? Oh, you're the dumbest thing. I hate you. Two. Mom makes three. This is a legit four. I'll have to update those. All right. Oh man. Uh, okay, here's. Oh, I guess it's not a huge flaw because I'm back. My calendars, like they're written down. They're just not on the calendar. But I'm legit like a month behind on entering stuff onto the calendar. I have all the dates. But yeah, I should. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, like I need like okay, I need a Nikki, a Kelly, or a lasagna to confirm. Could I if I is there a if I put it on my calendar? So if something happens and I go onto my phone calendar and then I like can I okay Google or Siri and ask her to update my calendar with something? And then could I just screenshot the calendar and then put that up? Like the problem is like there's too many steps, right? So something happens and then I write it down, right? If it's at work, and then I come home and then I have to wait to find the calendar and then update it into the calendar. So two steps is too much. But it's also multiple things every week, right? Because you got recording, release. Okay, recorded episode, release Monday for the live stream, release. So there's four times I have to hit the calendar, right, throughout the week, and then there is we took like, and then like on average like four other things that happen throughout the week. So there's seven different dates or things I need to put on my calendar. Can I Siri or OK Google it onto my calendar and just screenshot the calendar? Um, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. There has to be an easier way for me to mark my calendar. That's all I know. Like, fuck. Oh, my volume's way down here. Hello and welcome to Whimsy Nooners Live, which is funny. Why I have the live on there, I think is just so that way people know that the show is live. But could there ever be a Whimsy Nooners not live? Like, welcome to this week's edition of Whimsy Nooners pre-record. Uh, I'll like it, maybe. It could happen. It could be a thing. Um, how's everybody doing? Dude, today already a productive day. I got up on time. I went to the bank. Speaking of, I need to find that money. I went to the bank. I went to mom's and dropped off some stuff and had breakfast. Then we went to Kohl's because I had to return some stuff or a thing. And then I came home and doom scrolled for like an hour and a half. A lot of thinking though during that time. Because after this, I'm gonna buckle down. No doom scroll after the show. After the show, Ben buckles down. I got a handful of emails to send. Um, there's a project that I want that I need completed by I think 4 weeks. I think I need it done by mid-January. It two-part project, right? Okay, let's get the show started. I'll just throw this in on the other page. How's everybody doing? Hey, real quick. If you just got here, here's something interesting, and I don't know why. Okay, but for whatever reason, Mind Pockets on Saturday, 87 has like significantly more views in the first week than just like than normal. So in case there's new people hanging out right now, um, or going to watch this later because it's noon and nobody watches this thing at noon. This show, different from Mind Pockets and then from the regular show, three segments. What have I been doing this week? What have I been watching on TV? And then some kind of random pocket lint, some random topic or discussion or project that I'm working on. So that's the structure of the show. Typically, I got this thing down to a solid hour. You remember when these things used to run two? Remember when like legit used to go like $1.40, and then for whatever reason I tried to push it to 2 hours, and then like it just completely fell apart and was completely garbage for those last 20 minutes. Yeah, that used to be a thing. But nice tight 110. So, welcome to the show. If you guys are new coming in, hit me up on the chat or the comments, dude, and let me know that you're new. I'd be curious, and then yeah, just say hey. Um, Getting to know me. Segment one. Here's where you get to know me a little bit. Uh, Typically, it's like what I'm doing throughout the week. But if you watch enough of these things, you really get to know me. Like, podcast too much. Talked about Pokemon Go entirely too much. Uh, just talking about stuff. But yeah, you get to figure out what's going on with me. Um, so this week, here's what we've been doing. I'm playing with Mind Pockets. Okay. So, um, eventually I will stop talking about it so much until we get to like 96. Okay, so we have the recorder, and I record all the I record. Do I have it over here? I don't have it here. I record a thought, and then on Saturday I put it on the show. Right, so there's one recording, then I have to transfer it to my computer, and then transfer it to Canva where I put it on the presentation. Right, so there's three versions of every Mind Pocket, but the idea is eventually I have to delete them off of the recorder to free up space. But then the ones on the computer, I transfer those to the hard, like a hard drive, right, for safekeeping. Somewhere, which is interesting because I actually found the Mind Pocket just clicking around. Um, but right around 1920, 21, the recorder was getting a little janky. and I had to reset it. So somewhere, no, I think it would have been in like the 39, 36s. So somewhere I had lost, okay, putting together 100, okay, 99 I think is technically it. Okay, so you have 99, which is going to be the long 15-hour live stream before 100. So I'm trying to put stuff together. I'm running some tests, but what I was able to do is across two computers and a hard drive, I was able to find 700 some mind pockets, right? The individual mind pockets. But with some investigating, some sorting, consolidating, I was able to locate, because I mentioned I was thinking some of them were going to get lost. I lost episodes 20 to 40. So there's 20 mind pockets that I had lost. So then the idea, okay, so if it's not on the recorder anymore, because I had to delete it for space, plus we had the error in the 30s, and they're no longer on my computer because I have no idea where those would have gone because they would have been transferred to the hard drive at some point. So now I was like, where is the only other place that these mind pockets could exist? In theory, they exist on YouTube, right? But the fuck with you if you think I'm going to listen to 20 live streams and cut out just the audio recordings. Like the hell with all of that. I would just like, I would have made a quiz out of it of like what mind pockets are missing. Like I would have done that instead. Be like, hey guys, somewhere in this 15-hour live stream, there's 20 of these things missing. Tell me, like we could have like run a raffle or a lottery of some kind and been like, what do you think? Which ones do you think we're missing? And you guys could have we could have played a game out of it, right? Um, but I did say that there was three places that you keep them, and there is a spot in Canva, right, the original presentation, um, in which I deleted them from my upload box, but they're actually still on the presentation, which is super cool. Which and they still played. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, so I was able to go and search Mind Pockets. Let's do this. Watch, I'll even show you guys. So we were able to do um, this. All right, so I gotta hide my head. Um, so I was able to type in Mind Pockets 20 because I was able to sort them and figured out what dates were missing, and I was able to go and find out what dates. So I go Mind Pockets 20, and then here is the original Mind Pockets 20 presentation, and then from here, um, you go here, slide it over, and now I have copies of all of Mind Pockets 20. It took a little bit because Canva is very fickle because it's not as easy as just like copy pasting them in, right? It was kind of a mess, but it wasn't that hard. I figured it out. I'm able to kind of like do my thing, right? So with all of that, I found the missing mind pockets, and now they are currently uh, they're labeled here somewhere. See, like you can see, I was pulling them all individually, and then I have now three files that are mind pockets 33 to 36, 25, right? So I have all the mind pockets now. Um, so I'll have to convert those, but I can add them into the rotation for the original mind pockets. So um, that is something that I worked on. It was kind of cool that I was able to locate all of those. Um, I did talk to a couple of people in passing about Mind Pockets. So here's for a while I've fucking complained that I need a fucking writer's room or someone to bounce ideas off of. So sometimes I just randomly pick um, like just someone randomly at work, and I'm like, "What do you think of this stupid idea?" And I just need to be able to talk it out. Okay. So a lot of really fun ideas for 99 100, and I'm glad that I'm part of me is like super excited that I have the full completion of every Mind Pocket so far. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do during episode 99. I'm probably going to some it's very similar to the way that this looked, right? I'll have something playing. I might jump on the live stream and hang out for a little bit in betweens. But I don't know. We'll see. I still got multiple weeks. But we did some tests again a couple of weeks ago. Those seem to work really well. There's technically like a random 12-hour long video that's now taken down that played a video, played the lo-fi music, so like multiple components, making sure like everything, nothing shut down. So hey, man, um, when I can't even say when we get into the 90s because that's only 3 weeks away. Um, was it okay? What is an appropriate amount of time to really hype it up, advertise, hype up, advertise, and then if I wanted any specialty stuff to happen on the episode, what is an appropriate amount of time to start like really fucking digging in? Like if I never bring up my pockets again between 87 and what? Like 95 and be like, "Hey guys, 5 weeks, it's coming." I think that would be fair. That's not bad, right? Like Road to 100 had 5 episodes. Um Road to 37 I think had 2. We'll see. But yeah, worked on Mind Pockets. So I'm taking a break from Mind Pockets this week, tonight, because I got other stuff to work on. But yes, Mind Pockets 199 is coming up pretty good. My button's not working. There it goes. Christmas shopping. I'm almost done. I think there's uh, a handful of things I'm still waiting to get in the mail. One comes as late as like the 18th, which is a little bit scary. Um, most of it's done. I think conceptually, maybe 3 more gifts, but I don't need them. But if I see something, I can justify buying 3 more. Um, but with that, we also did on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Um, oh shit, I took Thursday off. Oh, I'll tell you why I took Thursday off. Holy crap! Um, the Whimsy family took all the presents to the school. Sat, hung out, talked to a knot for a little bit. We got a scheduled interview coming up on Tuesday the 16th, which will be the because I don't think I can have it edited um, in time for Wednesday. Because typically I like a nice Wednesday. Um, Monday the 22nd will probably be the nope, nope, nope. Shit. I might have to try to get it out by the 17th. I have to get it out by the 17th because we have the holiday episode coming out on the 22nd. Interesting. It shouldn't be that much. Here's in a second I'll explain why I think Wednesday's a little bit ambitious, and maybe it'll come out to be a Friday episode. Because there's nothing that says bonus episodes have to be on Wednesdays. It's just There's no more Whimsy Z's right now for the holidays. Um, but we did deliver. So we have a cool interview coming in. Um, I'm just trying to figure out. I think what we're gonna do last year when we dropped off the presents and we did the episode with the knot, it was very about the program, right? Like, thanks for letting me be part of it. What do you do? Where do you like? I might spend a couple of minutes and get to know her a little bit more. This is her my second year dealing with her. Um, she's doing some fantastic work organizing everything. So the idea maybe will be like, let's spend 10 or 15 minutes. What's her favorite Christmas, her favorite present growing up? Um, and get some like those um, softball holiday questions before we lead into um, so like question is like uh, one question one two three, have you always been charitable? Do your parents, and then is that what led you into, and then we'll lead right into the school program, the sponsors, and then we'll just kind of rehash um, the program a little bit more again this year, just so it's new and fresh. Um, Maybe something new's happened to get an update on the total number of kids that we've bought in for. Um, so that will be coming. Megan and I are recording on the 14th, so the 15th episode on the 15th will be me and her. Interview on Tuesday. Record most of it and edit most of it that day on the 16th, so I can have it ready for Wednesday. Um, but the reason why I keep hesitating on like uh, the what's was not this screen. It's the next screen. But um, so put a pin in that for a second. That's Vinny. That's Vinny S. We met him at Chronicon Saturday, day 2 in Chicago. He hung out with us for a while, um, doing the live stream stuff. Interviewed him on Thursday, so that's why I had Thursday off. Is um, interview with him and a bunch of other stuff. So he was on the most recent episode that dropped today. So if you have not listened to it yet, go back and listen to it. Mom absolutely loved it. Um, I enjoyed him. Like he was a very fun guy. Um, we talked about a variety of things: fandom, AI, his hopes and dreams, um, some of his struggles, and this overall really cool guy, very intelligent. Um, I like uh, his mindset on things. Like he wants to start a podcast, or he wants to do a podcast. So I fucking talked him into it. Not like okay, he wanted to do one, and then I voluntold him that we would record it because Megan and I, uh, if we're gonna go to if we're gonna do 4 panels throughout the year of how to like why you do it and like how you build your community, just hit record. It's super cheap and easy. Like and just record like we wouldn't be doing our part if we didn't like voluntold them to do it. So that will be first of the year. I don't know when. I gotta follow up. I gotta do. I need to get a little bit of stuff from him, and then we'll schedule a Sunday to record with him. But you'll see CTW presents episode 0, which will be our first episode 0 of a different podcast um, with Vinny. So you guys can expect to see that coming up soon, first of the year, which will be super exciting. I think it'll be fun. Listen to this episode. He's a super cool guy. Um, I don't know. I think you guys will enjoy him. I think he might be contender for favorite guest year 3. So, and he'd be repeat guest year three. We don't have a lot of repeat guests year three. He's gonna have to compete against Grandma, but I mean, like, he might be screwed there because that Grandma interview was fucking sick. Um, Grandma might win for video presentation and then lose it on the interview. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. But Brooke was super cool too. Like, this is a strong year for fucking fun interviews. Like, we had some really cool interviews. Year one and two. Like, you go back to the award show and look at the list. But we've had some bangers already this year, so good for us. Yeah, so talk to Vinny. We're gonna do some podcasting with him. All right, so we're gonna take that pin out from earlier. Um, the reason why the Anot video might take a little bit longer is because there's a video aspect to it. So here's a screenshot of um, something that I was editing, just an idea and a concept um, that I want to try to work on. Because I've mentioned, like, Grandma's video, I could have kept it the original 36 minutes, and you guys could have just watched me shoot with everything. But then you would have the bathroom, you had a weird random conversation that I had to take out. Um, so wanting to, like, step up a little bit, I'm like, let's actually edit and put some production value into some video stuff. So uh, I was working on something this weekend, just testing it out. Like, I did Grandma's, which was fine, and I learned a bunch of stuff there. But I wanted to kind of play around with another idea because I got 11 podcasts that I have to update video for. So we'll get some video throughout the week, but I got to figure out where I want. Ooh, ooh. So that's why the Wednesday release date might be a little bit hard. I might just say, I'm gonna say fucking say Friday. Um, Next week, Friday, will be the not video. So um, we'll see. But yes, I'm editing. So um, I didn't show you. I'm not showing you just a screenshot. I'm not going to share the screen on it. But um, the bottom line, you can't see my mouse. Fuck me. Okay, this bottom line here, that's the voice, right? And you can see that it broke up here, so I could put in a video, and then you can see all the little cuts. Those are all different pictures. Um, Conceptually, same thing, easy to put like dialogue, text over the pictures and everything. So again, I'm just playing with some things. Um, the video, what was different about this one is I had to go out and find the video. So basically, I had to go steal it. So sorry. Um, so like, because that's the problem I'm going to have doing the movies uh, podcast is where do I get copies of all the digital movies so that I can pull clips from? Sure, I can maybe find most of the stuff I need on YouTube, like because YouTube always has a bunch of clips. Uh, but I don't want to be hindered. So we did My Neighbor Totoro. Like, you're not going to find the whole movie on YouTube, but you might find like the three big scenes that you have in there. But I want the whole movie, so that way when I want to talk about something else, I can just pull out what I need versus working around what I can find, if that makes any sense. Um, so we'll see. So that's what I've been doing this week for the most part. It was we had some cool we had a really cool interview. The interview was like an hour, almost an hour 50. There was a couple things I had to cut out for them. Um, some tech issues that I had to cut out. Um, the presence. Um, it just there's a bunch of presents um, this year. Like, I'm curious to see what some of the numbers were. I think we said 65 families last year versus the 62 the year before. So it'll be interesting. Um, on that interview, and then Mind Pockets, I will eventually stop talking about it so much. But I just want you guys to know, I am this like there is something weird about My Pockets 100. I don't know what it is. It's probably very similar to episode 100, um, and the anniversary of the award show, right? For whatever reason, there's this arbitrary milestone of 100, um, that I felt like I have to go big. Um, right. There is something that you guys don't know or haven't noticed yet. Like it's out there. Like somebody should have and could have noticed the my M Night twist for 99-100. So I think part of that's the reason why is because whatever like twist that I set up really only works for like 99-100. So um, plus it's a nice round number, 2,000 mind pockets. No, 110 is 1,000 mind pockets. 1,000 mind pockets. What are some of my favorite mind pockets? I want to highlight those ones. Anyway, but that's all I've been doing this week. Um, Podcast related stuff, future project related stuff, and then I'm editing some stuff. This is a lot of practicing, mostly for practicing. Um, we'll talk about this maybe a little bit more in a little bit, but this was fun to do. Um, a little time consuming, but not impossible to do an hour long episode. So
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. Find Storytime with Mr. C today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story.
the pocket watch. Um, Here's where I typically talk about some movies, stuff that I've been watching. I didn't put there's two small updates that are like semi news related. I didn't put slides in it for it, but I think they're important enough to mention and bring up real quick. One, a little bit more on the kind of like the personal side, um, of like the personal side of fandom. Um, Kevin Smith's mom had passed away like the third or fourth, so that was kind of like junky. Um, you know, Being a big fan of Kevin Smith, um, Vinny, and I talked about Kevin Smith a bunch on his episode. Um, you know, I have no tears on this side, but it gets you thinking. Like that's the weird thing about death, man. Gets you thinking. Um, but just wanted to just a shout out to Kevin Smith. Um, she was on his podcast a handful of times, which is awesome. She was a really cool lady. She was in Clerks as the milkmaid. Uh, she ate. Kevin Smith got her to eat an edible during one of his podcast episodes. But she was a really cool lady. If you ever listen to any of the podcasts, I talked about her a bunch. She was on a bunch. She was just kind of a cool lady. So, just within the podcast world, just wanted to give a shout out to Kevin Smith and to mom. Second piece of interesting news. Don't know what this means yet. Warner Brothers Warner Brothers Discovery and Warner Brothers something else. Warner Brothers is broken up into two uh, sections: TV and news. I think is what it basically comes down to. Oh shit! Hey Ben, I'm at work, but I'm listening. Sweet, sweet. Um, Vinny's on. Hey, Vinny, how you doing, man? For whatever reason, I don't know what you're doing, Vinny, but you show up on the screen, but you don't show up on my interface on this side. But hey, I appreciate you hanging out and listening. Um, what will be interesting is with the Warner Brothers. Okay, so a lot of people like a week ago were like, Paramount is gonna probably buy it, right? So like the idea that like Paramount would then own like Warner Brothers is fucking like crazy. But out of fucking nowhere, like it was like weird news like Wednesday, Thursday, fucking Netflix stepped up and fucking threw like fucking $82 billion at this thing. Um, and now fucking Netflix is in the network business. I don't think it's network, because they didn't get the new stuff, but they have the entire Warner Brothers catalog now, I think. Or I don't know the full details of the buy, but this is I wonder what two things I was thought about when I saw the news. Lehman and I, episode 3, talked about the writer's strike, and I'm curious if anywhere in there. Oh, and I think we talked maybe about the streaming wars because Disney Plus when it came out roughly. So I believe that Liam and I had a very brief conversation with regards to Netflix, the streaming wars. Um, what is interesting is Netflix owning Warner Brothers. We all know Warner Brothers. The Warner Brothers fucking shield, the WB, the water tower. Like their Netflix went from licensing stuff and building their own like original content to just fucking owning a gigantic piece of like television in Hollywood. Um, we don't know thrust of us within the industry, Um, I don't know fully what this means yet. For new stuff, old stuff, no idea. But it is interesting that Netflix came out and decided that they wanted to buy Warner Brothers. It's still early on. I don't know, but it is interesting. It does look like there's a few more things added to Netflix recently. I don't know. It's all very interesting stuff. So I will attempt to research it a little bit more as it develops to figure out what that means for old and new stuff. Like the Warner's Brother lot is like pretty iconic thing, right? Like when people would talk about it. So does Netflix now own like that whole theater lot, like the production lot? Again, I'm still very early into this. I have no idea. I could be wildly wrong on everything. But it was big news. It was all over fucking the internet. Netflix is now getting into fucking Warner Brother business. All right, move on. Let's do fucking Kari listens to the Mind Pockets 85. He was so tired. Um, he said I needed to watch Elf. I said I would watch Elf. I think I get it. I think there was a couple of pieces that I just didn't like, but it has that has uh, all the things that you need from a holiday movie, right? Like, um, it's a legit holiday movie. I see why it would be played for 24 hours on TBS. Like, I get that part of it. I just don't know how I feel about it, so I'll rewatch it again. Um, I think the first one I needed just to get through it and kind of just like soak it in, and now I'll watch it with a little bit more, uh, more as like a a fan of film and see if I can and find the things that I do like out of it. So Elf, um, I have seen. I give it a thumbs up. Like it's not bad. It is cute. It's a um, I just think his big goofiness, I think, misses a couple spots. But I'll rewatch. It's a solid movie, and it does deserve to be on whatever. Like it's weirdly like a fucking top 10 holiday movie. Like it's so weird. It's like top 10, top 20 for sure. Um, yeah, because it's again, I'll just rewatch it. There's one thing that kind of just I don't feel right about. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll let you know. All right. So I'm doing all the holiday movies, right? So I'm trying to test them out. Okay. Mom, grandma love Hallmark, right? So I'm trying to figure out the range of holiday film, right? So we got Elf, right? So that's a little bit more on the. Those are obviously like that's a blockbuster holiday, right? Like that one was in theaters, big names, fantastic. Okay, but then you get into the Hallmark, right? Where these things are made on a budget and are shot within like 12 days, and every year a new one comes. Like there's so many of these things coming out, right? So this one, right? My Secret Santa, kind of adorable. Um, it's it plays within the same trope, right? Of mom needs wants to send kid to school, needs more money, discount if you work. How do I get the job? Oh, you got to be Santa. So she has to Mrs. Doubtfire this bitch. Um, and then like, and then obviously the trust fund baby. Spoiler, sorry. I think it's in the trailer, so screw you guys. Trust fund baby's like, hey man, she's kind of cute, and then somehow he's like, hey man, and becomes best friends with Santa, and then obviously like, oh no, you're my girlfriend. I'll give you my review in a second of like the holiday film, but I liked it. Watch it, Netflix. Check it out. It's fucking number one right now on Netflix. Go figure. Um, I also did Last Christmas. Dude, this thing came out I think last year. Okay, all right. So here's the second side of the holiday film. Right, you have like the cheesy, campy, like what the fuck, um, like the Santa one, right? And then you got the funny blockbuster ones, right? But then you get this guy right here. All right, this one is like a little bit more of your uh like what you're like your Miracle on 34th Street, your It's a Wonderful Life, right? Like the little bit more serious, maybe with tier or two, right? They don't like play into like the funny ha-has. This thing by far is probably one of the best things I've ever watched. I absolutely adore this movie. This movie is so good. Um, that's Khaleesi, or I think right from fucking Game of Thrones. Uh, Clark, somebody Clark. She's fucking fantastic and adorable throughout this whole thing. Um, one of the, I'm, give me more holiday movies like this, and I'm in. Um, I absolutely adore this fucking thing, dude. I fucking it almost got me. It almost got me right here. It almost got me right there. Um, I felt it like I felt it right here, but I didn't get one of these. I think it came out last year, maybe 23. This fucking movie was so good. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. Watch this one. This is my recommendation for the year. But I have two recommendations. All right. We also have okay. I'm doing the Wise Man trilogy. So last week I talked about three wise men and a baby, right? It was cute. It was fun. Three brothers live all in the same town. Mom's all there, right? Mom's the connective tissue. Um, but they all aware of each other, are very close, but they don't hang out as much. Then they get this baby, and then fucking shenanigans ensues, right? First one was adorable. It was fine. But for whatever reason, the second one I liked slightly better because I liked the dialogue better. I liked the brothers are super cool together. Like the brothers are fucking super cool. Um, this one's a little bit more Hallmark because of like how shitty they were to like spoiler mom's new boyfriend. And then for whatever reason, the or any of you guys gonna fucking watch this thing? Um, they have a Christmas concert, right? Like so every Christmas movie has something that is failing or uh, like needs to get fixed, right? Some right. The Christmas tree lot's going to go under, or the bakery, or whatever the hell. Uh, the pageant, the K through 5 Halloween Christmas concert, dude. Somehow these three fucking broke like four of these concerts, man. They're like, we got it fixed, and then they break it again. Um, dude, I'm like, I'm slowly getting the the appeal of these movies, man. Um, this one was fun. Um, I don't know their names yet because I'm not good with the names, but the middle one, the gamer, the fucking probably like he was super fun. The boy is fun in it. I have to rewatch it again because I think I missed something in the beginning. I don't know who the hell this boy is. I don't know where he came from and why he grew up so fast. Um, it's enjoyable. I get it. I have no idea where three goes. Three wisest men. The cover has no baby, no kids. So I have no idea where everybody's at. This one, the next one, will be a week or two before I can review because I have to go to mom's to watch it because I can't find anywhere online to buy it. I wonder if I could. So yeah, there's gonna be a random Monday after the Nooners. I go to mom's and fucking watch the last one. Um, oh yeah, maybe because I got some stuff coming up. I might be able to head over there and watch it. Um, this one is fantastic. I recommend this one. Go back watch all three of them. This one was fun. The boy was the baby in the first one. Okay, that's what I assumed it was, but I didn't want to just like flat out say it because otherwise it would make no other sense to like the first one. They're like, "Hey, here's a baby," you give it back to the mom, and then all of a sudden, they're like, "Man, we really like the baby. Let's adopt one." I know that that didn't happen, but I just wanted to confirm. This kid's like fucking 12. It's not 12. He's like 5 or 6. So they jumped ahead a little bit in the timeline, which is fine. Huh. But like, because obviously, like all Hallmark ones, the first one, like it ends with like you got the baby back, and you're like, oh hey, I remember you, cute girl, and you're like, so maybe they're like, hey, how about we just get together and I'll just help raise your kid? I don't know. Uh, no idea where the third. See, here's what's interesting. I have no idea where the third one goes. I'm excited to find out. This movie's adorable. It's fine. I enjoy mom in it. Um, it was good. I like it. This is like, uh, this is like classic Hallmark. Do I have any other ones on here? I don't know what else I'm watching. Okay. Not Christmas related. Okay. So randomly, uh, I have no idea how this showed up in my feed on YouTube, but Bam Margera has been documenting a lot of his stuff recently. Like last year, he did like 2 or 3 different like he's got like 3 hours, like 2 hours worth of content last year for like the skating and the ramps, um, just the skateboard side of things. Some CKY stuff, very little Jackass stuff. But for whatever reason, this one came out recently, and this one had was more April and Phil, and then they went into more Viva La Bam, talking about because they have the same house, right? The same house back there. So they have the same house, and they're walking the tour and touring. Dude, which is weird. And I swear to God, I didn't watch this before I walked to Grandma's house, but they basically did what I did. Was walk like they walked through the house and they're like, this here, like this burn hole was this trick, and they were just reminiscing the 5 years of Viva La Bam. Um, I'm pretty sure my mom watched Viva La Bam with me, or I watched it with her. Not so much Jackass, right? Because Jackass was more like dumb, goofy boy stuff, whereas this one was just like Tom Green, let's torture my parents type stuff. Um, I'm pretty sure she watched this with me. I vaguely remember it. I don't know. Um, but it was interesting. Like I enjoyed watching it, looking at all the old backwards footage. Um, it was entertaining. It's like an hour 40. There's so much stuff on it. Um, so that leads us into a commercial and then what fucking Pocket Lint looks like. Watch it. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Come on, button.
Pull up a chair for passionate film talk. We're thrilled to announce CineAmigos, the exciting new podcast that's about to become your go-to for all things film. Join host Pablo and his friend as they embark on an in-depth journey through their most beloved movies. Each episode is a lively conversation filled with unique perspectives, insightful analysis, and an undeniable love for cinema. If you're ready to deep dive beyond the surface and hear fresh takes on classic and contemporary films, CineAmigos is your perfect listening companion.
Pocket Lint. Okay. So I mentioned earlier that I was doing film editing. If you paid attention to the picture, it was of Bam Margera. I watched the show, so that's two Bam Margera references in one show. Now let me cue this thing up. So that's Grandma's. That's Vinny Bam Margera. So what I wanted to so multiple layers to this Pocket Lint. Okay, so Ben wants to do more video. Ben has 11 movie podcasts that he wants to incorporate video into pictures, clips from movie, right? So, uh, right. I liked Dave Margera and I liked the old Viva La Bam days. So I was like, fuck it. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a video of the early days of Bam Margera, right? Just something to kind of dip my toe into the ideas and the concepts of the editing aspect of it. Okay. So when I do videos like this in the past, I would use some kind of weird AI voice generator. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. I was able to play like the two commercials, have them. You know that they're AI generated, but they're even all the way through. I can play with the pitch and the tone and the speed a little bit. So for a 30-second commercial, I think they're fine. But for like an 8 or 9 minute like stretch, I don't know what it would sound like. Plus, I want to try to get away from the AI generated voice if I can. Um, so, uh, okay, multiple things happened on this project for today. One, I don't want the AI generated voice, right? So I was able to at least get a script. Um, I had a script which I would normally put into the AI voice, and they would give that to me. Okay, so I scrapped that. So instead, what sucks is part of me was like, maybe I can just write some bullet points and then I can just live talk it. And as I play the videos or the clips or whatever the fuck. Um, and I could probably get through it, but then there's going to be like, what if I miss a point or a topic or I lose track of something? What if like the timing issue. If I broke it up into 5 sections and I have like how long does that video play, or does it just keep repeating? Like so, part of me was like, all right, let's see if we can structure this thing a little bit. So I had the script. The second part of the one of the other parts, reason why I use the AI voice is because I can't read, right? I cannot read out loud at all. Like I'm fucking horrible at it. So what did I end up having to do was I had the script, I hit record, and I recorded the the whole all the voice stuff, right? Multiple takes. Um, you'll still hear like you can when you hear it, like you're gonna have to get over it. Like Ben fucking sucks at reading out loud. Like I can't for whatever like random pauses. Like I throw like you will like it would look like when I read it, it looks like there's fucking commas like everywhere. But I got the best chunks of it, so it for the most part, I think it's fine. Um, but you can definitely tell it's me reading. So so there was that component of like if I start doing more video, how do I get the voice stuff? The podcast stuff is easy because the voices are already recorded, so now I just have to sync everything up to what's currently um, read. So that was cool. Second part was similar to what Grandma's video did. Was can I put pictures over dialogue? Can I cut split video into it? Because the bigger project with the movies is it's all fucking copyright, right? So now I'm trying to figure out and get a better understanding of like the fair use stuff. So I put some. So obviously this is gonna have some clips in it. Old skateboard videos, some Viva La Band Jackass videos, I think, in there somewhere. So all that stuff is copyrighted. Then any other skate video has music underneath it. So now, like, how do I avoid all of those potholes? Like, how do I do a movie review, show clips of a movie without getting shut the fuck down? So um, that's what this project is doing is to see what it would look like when I finish it. Like, what's YouTube going to get mad at me for? A couple. So there's two spots in here that YouTube didn't like, and it was the audio side of it. So what was I was able to do was replace the audio with YouTube approved uh, audio. So like whatever music he was skating to is now replaced with a different music, and I don't even know if it fits all that well. Um, but the two of the videos, whatever soundtrack you hear on it isn't the original soundtrack, and that kind of helps. So that what's interesting is um, when I'm editing, knowing that if there is a song or something that I could keep the visuals but have to drop the music moving forward. Sometimes it's like when I play a clip. So okay, so if you think about it, right, we're talking about a movie. So if I'm talking about the cutting edge, right, and that the and I get into the toe pick scene, right. So part of it looks like I couldn't talk about it and then just play you the 2 minute clip, the toe pick clip, right? Because like the part of the audio is going to get caught, and they're like, no, you can't play that much of the movie. But now what's interesting is as I'm talking about the toe pick clip, could that be playing behind me as I'm talking about it, and then just cut to the punchline of the joke at the end when he's at the hospital, and just play that 15 seconds. Um, so like, so it's interesting stuff. Like it's a whole learning experience stuff right here. It's trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. Um, to be fair, I put this together very quickly, so don't expect fucking Oscar nominations or Emmy nominations from Ben. But I did put together like a 7.5 minute video. It's the early days of Bam Margera. I only went with the 7 minute early days. I didn't go too deep dive into post Viva La Bam, the death of Ryan Dunn, his fucking crash and downfall, and then his coming back up. I didn't get into all of that. I just want to focus on why we fell in love with this guy and what he did in those early days. I think that's all I got for the lead into it, but this is very, very basic. This is like fucking real basic stuff. This is like way intro stuff. JJ could probably handle doing something like this. But what's interesting is as I do more of these, we're gonna start to see how Ben evolves in his editing stuff. It's not gonna be as good as Grandma's was, but I also spent a bunch of time on Grandma's, and I care about Grandma more than fucking Bam Margera right now. But hang out. It's 7 minutes long. It's not that long. But here is, uh, other than the script, this is all Ben, right? I had to steal a bunch of stuff. I had to screenshot a bunch of stuff, pictures. So, like, here's where it gets hard is like all the research trying to find the right clip for the tone of the narrative that I'm trying to tell. I think like it mostly works, but I think you guys will get most of it should tell the correct story. So maybe hold on. Okay, hold on.
Bam Margera, from skateboarder to MTV icon. Before he was a household.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the volume set up. Okay. Okay.
Bam Margera, from skateboarder to MTV icon. Before he was a household name, before MTV turned his life into a spectacle, Bam Margera was just a kid from Westchester, Pennsylvania, with a skateboard and a camera. His journey from underground skate videos to global fame is a story of creativity, chaos, and cultural impact. Today, we'll explore Bam's early days, from his professional skateboarding career to CKY tapes, Jackass, and Viva La Bam, and how he helped redefine both skate culture and the reality television. Bam Margera's roots were firmly planted in skateboarding. Born in 1979, he grew up skating the streets of Westchester. By the late 90s, Bam had turned professional, riding for Toy Machine before joining Element Skateboards. His style was fearless, mixing technical tricks with creative lines that stood out in the skate videos like Jump Off the Building and Welcome to Hell. But Bam wasn't just skating. He was documenting everything. With a handheld camera, he began filming not only his tricks, but also the antics of his friends. This instinct to capture his life as performance would soon evolve into something much bigger. In 1999, Bam and his crew released the first CKY tapes, short for Can't Kill Yourself. These underground videos were a mix of skateboarding, pranks, and absurd comedy. They weren't polished, but that was the point. CKY felt raw, authentic, rebellious. The tapes spread through word of mouth, becoming cult classics among skaters and teenagers. Bam's brother Jess, drummer for the band CKY, provided the soundtrack, giving the videos a unique identity. CKY wasn't just about tricks. It was about personality. Bam's charisma, combined with the chaos of his friends, created a new kind of entertainment, and MTV was watching. In 2000, MTV launched Jackass, a show that would change television forever. Johnny Knoxville was the ringleader, but Bam quickly became a fan favorite. Bringing his CKY crew with him, they brought their brand of chaos to a national audience. Jackass wasn't just stunts, it was a cultural phenomenon. Bam's segments often blended skateboarding with pranks, like launching himself off rooftops or tormenting his parents, April and Phil. The success of Jackass led to feature film where Bam's presence grew even larger. His skateboarding background gave him credibility, while his personality made him unforgettable. By 2003, Bam had become a star in his own right. MTV gave him his own show, Viva La Bam. Unlike Jackass, this series focused entirely on Bam, his family, and his crew. The premise was simple. Bam would come up with outrageous challenges, and everyone else had to go along for the ride. Whether it was building a skate ramp in the living room,
this whole room was a skate park.
The ramps were all through this room.
sending his parents on bizarre vacations, or staging elaborate pranks, Viva La Bam captured the CKY spirit, but amplified it for mainstream audiences. The show ran for 5 seasons, cementing Bam as a cultural icon. He wasn't just a skateboarder, he was a reality TV pioneer. Bam Margera's early career is more than just a story of skateboarding. It's about how one skater and his friends blurred the lines between sport, performance, and entertainment. From CKY's underground tapes to Jackass's global success, and finally Viva La Bam's mainstream chaos, Bam helped shape a generation's idea of what reality TV could be. His influence still resonates today in skate culture, in viral video stunts, and in the way entertainment embraces authenticity and chaos. Bam Margera wasn't just riding a skateboard, he was riding the wave of a cultural revolution.
Hello. Because I always worry, because like I watch it with you, and I always worry that the computer volume will pick up on the mic volume, and you'll get like a double fucking feedback. Fuck me. And then there's like a 5 second delay. So like it just goes a little bit longer. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Here's what I was saying. I hate listening to myself talk. Holy crap. I think the second half was better than the first half. I didn't realize like the intro fucking stayed on that one picture as long as it did. Holy fuck. Um the second half I think looked and sounded better and synced better than the first half did. Um I don't know if how like I don't know if that's just me overcritical of myself reading out loud, but dude, like it's so weird. I gotta go back and rewatch it again. You could I don't know. I don't even know if I'm a good like if I was gonna do like a full review by myself. Okay, so there's one that I want to do for like BoJack Horseman Free Churros episode. I want to do like a video essay of that. So like the idea that I would read that script, I don't know if my fucking reading is fucking engaging enough to hook anybody into it. Like good like I'm almost better off with the AI voice. Um we will see. Maybe hopefully reading more out loud will make me like get some practice and I can get better at it. I don't know. Like, does that happen? Like, I guess like it has to get better because I think the second half was like way better than the first half. I don't know. It was fun. We got to know Bam Margera a little bit. We got some cool fucking clips. Um, with the amount of like, so what's interesting is when I do the movie stuff, it'll be easier because I know the movie and I know what clips to pull. Part of the problem was I had the script, but then like I spent more time trying to find the right. So I tried like how long. So I have to find the video and then I have to find out what I think chunk of video looked good, and then I had to trim it a little bit and not keep it too long but not too short. And then I had to like the end when they were shooting the rockets off in the kitchen. Like I had to like time that. Like there's a weird timingness to it to make sure that everything's synced up enough to kind of keep continuing to tell the story. Um, I enjoyed putting it together. I do like the editing, like the idea of producing more videos. Um, so it will be something I will do more of. And what's interesting is if I can find, okay, I have a problem filling this third segment every week. But what's interesting is if I can come up with like another rando idea of like something and then I can make a small 10-minute video for, like that's what you'll start getting. Um, baby steps. This is the first one of many. Um, yeah, they should get better. I mean, to be fair, what's interesting is this video got better as it continued. So fuck me. I did start in the middle when I was doing it, um, which was always a little bit hard because I had to like most of the pauses, like the long pauses between each. You can tell there's like 5 segments through it. Um, but some of the pauses were because when I was recording it, like the first part was like the third take, the last one was like the first take. So trying to like splice all those things together, and I wanted to like not run into each other. So um, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, but yeah, there you go, guys. We need more video for year 3. You're getting more video. Um, YouTube did tell me no copyright strikes, and the only thing that I got limited on is it can't be monetized. So just like this thing, like this video won't go viral. It's you can't even technically find it on YouTube right now, like unlisted. But I could. Okay, obviously, I needed more text on screen. Like the title would have been fucking nice. Um, I could have put Johnny Knoxville's name on it too. Um, but the nice thing about this video of Minnie, um, I got a general idea of how to put it together, and I know where some of the copyright claim stuff goes. So most of the videos won't be monetizable. So like I'm not worried about that. I just gotta make sure I don't like infringe too much on anything to get some kind of copyright strike. So and that should be fine because most of the fair use stuff is okay in the form of a review. So that's basically what all these will be. But they'll just cut down the monetization on it. So who knows? Um, that's all I got for you guys. Hold on, let's end this.
Tired of the same old predictable podcasts? Dive headfirst into the wonderfully weird world of Mind Pockets. Ever wonder what goes on inside the mind of a slightly off-kilter individual? Join host Ben as he unlocks the chaotic collection of thoughts, ideas, and random musings he's captured throughout the week. Each week, Ben unleashes the Mind Pockets, a playback of the week's most bizarre and brilliant internal monologues. He'll react, analyze, and unravel the madness, giving you a front-row seat to the unpredictable landscape of his brain. Get ready to explore the uncharted territories of Ben's mind. Mind Pockets every Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on the Chasing the Whimsy YouTube channel.
How do I sound more robotic than that? Good Lord. Patreon. Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Dad, Courtney, Kit, Lasagna Hammer, and Vincent S. Thank you guys for hanging out on the Patreon and stuff. I will put this video on the Patreon. So you'll see the video and just the link. If you wanted to see it again, and so that the Patreon people can see what I'm doing. Hopefully, you guys want to subscribe to one of the pay tiers. But you know, it'll be up there. Some content. Uh, Also, thank you guys for the Patreon because we did raise some money. I should have a better idea, hopefully, in the next week or so, about the other podcast that we were working with. So that's all I got for you guys. Um, I got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Throw some fucking comments. Let me know what you guys think. Uh, don't be too hard on me. Don't troll me too hard. Um, I will probably be harder on myself than whatever you guys come up with. So just know that. That's it, guys. I'm gonna go. What am I gonna work? I'm gonna work on some stuff. I'm focused. Pre-show. I said I'm gonna work on some shit. Hope you guys will see it on the calendar. Maybe next week. I don't know. But that's it. You guys have a good week. Stay safe. Stay warm. And enjoy the day. Talk to you later. Whimsy.